Hey everybody, this is Troy with Mainstream Linux. So, we've made the decision to switch over, or at least look at Linux. We've made a live USB so we can play with Linux without ruining our Windows install. But what we're going to go over today is browser options and what ecosystem you might be tied into. That's what we're going to go over today on Mainstream Linux. Okay, so browsers. That's what we're going to discuss today. If you're presently on Windows 10, there's no telling what browser you might be using. Popularity-wise, it's more than likely Chrome. Some people have been using Edge, seeing how it's based on Chromium as well. And we're going to get into that. Some people don't understand what Chromium is. Well, first of all, Chromium, let me open it up here, is actually the web browser that Chrome is based on. It's free and open source. But with Chromium, you don't get all the tracking software that you get inside of Google. You still get the tools, you still get everything that you need from the browser in and of itself, but you're not being tracked as much. You can actually go over here. Let me pull this up. Not signed in. Let's go ahead and get signed in. Turn on sync. And it'll take you over to your Google account. Let's put in our information. Okay. Yes, turn it on. And as you can see, I am using Chromium with my Google account. Now, if you're one of those folks that uses all your apps through there, all you got to do is get logged in, pull up your apps, and you're ready to go. You can take a tour, you can do whatever you want, but all of your documents that you presently have inside Google, whether it be slides, docs, your photos, your YouTube account, whatever you might have in there is going to sync right up with Chromium, and you're not going to miss a beat. Okay. That's Chromium. Now, it looks like Google Drive's trash is changing starting October 13th. It'll delete automatically after 30 days. Great. But like I was saying, you can go over here. Your calendar's here. You can pull up your calendar, whatever you're keeping track of. If you've got it synced up with your Android phone, it's right there. So you can download Chromium and not miss a beat. So if you're presently using Chrome on Windows 10, Chromium is definitely an alternative. You will if you're really interested and you go on message boards and things like that, the Linux community is pushing hard for, a lot of the communities always push hard for free and open source software, plus non-proprietary software. So Chromium, Chrome being based on this, which is Chromium, gets some people up in the air because they call it proprietary software, or you don't want Google tracking you. What I'm trying to do is say, okay, you're making the move from Windows 10. You're getting away from the Microsoft ecosystem as operating system. Here are your opportunities to change. Me, I use Firefox because it's non-proprietary, or it's not proprietary software. But for you to have ease of use and for you to be able to still do your job or keep up with what you do right now on Windows 10, Chromium is definitely an opportunity for you. Now, what you need to do is whatever distribution of Linux you're trying out, is all you have to do is go to your add and remove software. Your software center will look something, if it's Ubuntu Pop OS, it's got real nice, beautiful layout and this and that and the other. This is Manjaro. All I got to do is go up here and type Chromium. And it'll bring it up. There it is. It's already showing installed. And like I said, if you're embedded into the Chrome or the Google ecosystem, this is perfect. Everything that you're presently using on Windows 10 in Chrome, you're using right here as well. You're not missing out. Docs, you can go over and change your settings. You can do it to where you save them offline and it'll install it. So when you do your Google Docs and you need to work offline, it's there. It's ready to go. You're not missing anything. That's the big part of what people don't understand about Linux. They think if they jump over to Linux that they're going to lose all this functionality and they're going to lose all this ability to be productive, basically. But you're not going to lose it. It's right here. In and of itself, you can do what you need to do. So hopefully this has helped a little bit. So let's move on to the next. Okay, so now we have Firefox. I'm going to bring Firefox up. I love Firefox. It's still it's based on its total different code than anything that Chromium's based on. A lot of your browsers that you have out there now, Opera, Chrome, even Edge on Windows 10 is based on the Chromium web browser. So there's the ability for them to get into it and trackers and things like that follow you from site to site. They can find out what you're looking at and it kind of follow you. But I want to show you something really neat about Firefox here. Let's bring up Bing. Let's say you're in the Microsoft ecosystem, okay? And let's say you're deep into the ecosystem. Let me do something here real quick. I'm signed in on my Microsoft account, bringing it up, and right here you'll see that it gives me everything that I need. Plus, if you're in the Office 365, if you're paying for Office 365, or maybe you're using the free version, you have full total access to it right here. You log into your Microsoft account, you can pull up Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, Sway, OneDrive, your calendar. Let's just pull up Word. You pull up Word, all of my documents are right there, so you're not missing out anything there. You flip on over to Excel. There's all your documents there, PowerPoints, Outlook Mail. Let me close that real quick because I don't want any of my contacts to be seen. OneDrive. You bring up your OneDrive. Boom. There's everything in my pictures. There's everything in my important documents. But like I said, if you're embedded into the Microsoft ecosystem, you can jump right into that ecosystem with Firefox. And you can even go in and make this your startup screen. So that way when you come in, boom, you're ready to do work, you're ready to get going. You're not losing anything. You're not lacking productivity by switching from Windows to Linux. What you are gaining is a faster, less resource hungry operating system. That gives you the ability to customize. That gives you the ability to make it what you want it to be instead of what you're told you're going to use. So, now let's say you don't want to be part of either ecosystem, Google or Microsoft. That's fine. You can use this. You can go over here. Let's say you want to use a different search engine completely. Let's say you don't want any of that. Let's say you want to go over here to go to search. You're presently at Google, don't want Bing. We're going to give DuckDuckGo a try. Close. Let's refresh our home. Okay, all your searches are now done with DuckDuckGo. So you can go in here and what is Linux? Boom, there you go. You can change your search engines right there. Simple, easy. Too bright for you, you want to go to a dark theme, flip it on over to a dark theme, go back to your home page. You can do your searches from there. That's another thing I like about Firefox. If you go down here and you can tell when you get Firefox, this is the way it's going to come to you out of the box. Okay, let's close it, let's restart it. This is the way it comes out of the box. Okay, I've always went in, customized it. I've gotten rid of the title bar. I don't like the title bar up there, and I've always made it a darker theme. But that's Firefox. Now there's other ones out there. You've got the Brave new browser, which is out there. You've got Vivaldi. You've got Opera. There's a plethora of browsers out there. There's also rumblings that Microsoft Edge will be coming to Linux. And let's see, as of September 22nd, I believe they said the beta would be coming soon. So if you're really into just the Edge browser, you'll have the ability to put that on Linux as well. But I just wanted to show you that if you want to get work done and you need to get it done, and you're in the Google ecosystem, you're in the Microsoft ecosystem, that there's a quick and easy way to keep those systems embedded into the Linux that you're using. So at the end of the day, it's really just down to your preference, what you want to do, how you want to do it. That's like I said earlier when we were talking about the decision to try out Linux, the decision to make a live USB to give it a trial run. It really comes down to what you want to do, how you want to do it. You can download Chromium if you're in the Google ecosystem and not miss a beat. You can download Firefox if you're in the Microsoft ecosystem and not miss a beat. If you don't want either and you want to just use Firefox without Google, without Microsoft, you can. It's there. It's a solid browser. And then if you need an Office suite, you can go to LibreOffice. And that's what we will go over in my next video. We'll go over some other options for software that you're presently using on Windows, some of the top programs that you're using on Windows and their Linux alternatives. And that will probably take a couple episodes, but I thank you all for watching this today. If you have any questions, please message me. Please like and subscribe or follow on YouTube and Library. Thank you for watching today, and this has been Mainstream Linux.